Before this video starts off, this is quite an interesting video. This is actually a video that is no lies, because I don't lie in my videos. Wait, what? Sometimes I do. Nah, I'm just kidding, but I hope you guys respect my opinion regardless of what I'm going to say in this video. Please, if you know who I'm actually talking about in real life, if you've ever been with this person, please don't say anything. Don't mention this person's name, where he lives, because I just value person's privacy regardless if I have contact with them or not. Thank you, and enjoy the video. Okay, so this is just a very cool story I think I've got to share with you guys, but as you can read with the title, this was honestly just a crazy thing for what I had actually experienced that day. It's quite interesting actually, don't get me wrong, it's very cool. So as you all know, I've used to have a very good friend of mine, actually, to be quite fair, my best friend, because I had known this guy for, well, when I counted, for like 9 or 10 years. I knew him basically kind of like when I was a little child, so we used to go to the same schools, you know. Just every goddamn class, we were in the same class. We never actually kind of like talked, but after a while, we started talking quite a lot. We knew where I live, and I knew where he lived, because we didn't get picked up by a goddamn private taxi, but just kind of like a taxi who picks up kids for like school. It's kind of the same what y'all have in America, but just like a public school bus. Here you've got to pay for it. But it was cool, you know. Once in a while we'd spoken, and like after a while we spoke quite a while. Until I'd known him for years, for quite long. I'd known his niece, who was actually on my school as well. I kind of had a crush on her. I had a little bit of a crush on her. So they were kind of like family, I guess. But he told me one day that he was gay. And quite strange. Very random that he told me that, because of the fact it was a Thursday evening. Was quite chill. I think we were alone outside waiting for the taxi. We were just chilling, and he said, "Kean, can I ask you something?" I said, "Sure, of course. What is it?" Because he'd known everything about me. I knew quite a lot of him, so quite a lot of personal stuff he knew about me, and quite a lot of stuff I knew about him. So I was like, "Okay, shit, what are you gonna tell me?" My initial thoughts was the guy was going to talk about video games, because he was just addicted to video games. He just loved talking about it quite a lot. He'd often be just on his goddamn Nintendo during classes when he was supposed to do maths and stuff, but. Yet, out of nowhere, just told me, "Please don't get mad at me." I said, "Why would I get mad? What's up? I don't like this, man. Just tell what is going on." "I'm bisexual." I said, "Okay. It's cool, I suppose. I've got no clue what I'm supposed to do with that, but cool, my man. That's dope. That's cool. That's cool. And he was like, "Wait, what? Are you serious?" I said, "Yeah." "What do you mean, am I serious?" "I'm very serious, my guy. That's cool. It's very cool for you." He said, "Wow, didn't expect it." I said, "Nah, you've got to be kidding me, man. Seriously? You didn't expect me to accept you for being bisexual? Really? My man, I've known you for 9 or 10 years. Of course I can't just say, no, I don't accept you, because that just isn't how it goes for me. You're my best friend, my man. I can't just be declining you because of the fact that you have something different than I do. I respect him." I was like, why would I be getting mad over that just because you're bisexual, my man? That's very cool. It's quite honest and brave of you to tell. And the crazy thing is, when we got picked up by the taxi, he had told her, and she had said, "I always kind of had a feeling you were." Didn't surprise me. I kind of knew it. I was like, what on God's name do you mean? I was like, how didn't you know he was? The way he acts and talks, said, okay, it's quite strange, interesting. But he did have a own kind of way of talking. And yeah, very surprised. It was kind of random, man. He told me that. I was kind of shocked, because I didn't actually expect it to be quite far. I never actually thought of him being gay/bisexual, because I think he was bi, or maybe he was gay. It's got to be one of the two. I've got no clue which, but I think it maybe was the second one. I've got no clue, but one of the two. I was kind of surprised, like, oh god damn, I didn't know this. I seriously didn't know. I'd never actually saw that he potentially had any of that, but that was quite cool when he told me that. I was like, that's cool, man. I'm rooting for you. I don't mind. Like, I'm kind of surprised he hadn't told me earlier. But I was like, yeah, I'll accept you regardless of who you are. I don't care, my man. You do your own thing. I respect it. I support you. You got my support. You know that. You're my goddamn best friend. Like, I should support you. I shouldn't judge you based on what you like and not. Like, it's kind of weird, man. If that's the case, then I ain't no friend. A real friend supports a person for those kind of actions, and I did, and it was very cool, and he was very glad that I had supported him. For you guys wondering, I don't actually talk to him anymore, not because of the fact, he told me this thing, but that year he had kind of changed. like in kind of a negative way, because before, I knew him, not because he was gay, like not before I knew he was gay, none of that. That's, to be quite fair, it's got nothing to do with this at all. But he kind of changed, unfortunately. He was, before we went to our new school, he had changed. He was always a bouncy kid, always quite difficult and stuff, just like I was. But basically, when I knew him, he was very, very cool. He was very chill, very honest and open. Until eventually point he met these two guys at our new school, which didn't really, to be quite fair, have a good influence on him. If I can say so myself, I kind of never really liked the two guys. I never hated them, but I just didn't catch a vibe with them, because they were just they were different than me, because they listened to hardcore, the different kind of clothing and stuff, tattoos. The shit made me kind of feel uncomfortable. As a skinny little white dude, I felt very uncomfortable. They were white as well, not that it has anything to do with it, because I went to school with black people as well, so don't get it twisted. I'm not a racist, god damn it. Don't dare say Cancel Keegan is racist. My guy, I am not. I just didn't feel comfortable with them. Even when I got to know them, I just didn't get comfortable with, especially one of the guys, because one of the guys looked like a goddamn swine. I'm sorry, man. The guy looked like a swine with a nose ring. He looked like a pig. I'm sorry. The guy looked like a pig. He looked like a goddamn wild pig. I'm sorry, man. With the nose thing and the goddamn tattoos, it wasn't. Typically, it was a bit odd. It was strange for me back in this. But he was a chill guy. I don't get it twisted, but just kind of wasn't someone I could vibe with, because I just felt kind of awkward. And to be quite fair, they were two people that smoked as well, and kind of had a bad influence on him as well. And he started smoking, and I'm like, what are you trying to prove? What are you trying to prove with these weird, crazy things? Are you seriously gonna go smoking just because these people are telling you that it's cool to smoke? What is wrong with you, man? I was kind of annoyed and a bit surprised, but I was more annoyed because of the fact I didn't want to let these two guys influence him in a bad sort of way, because I'd always try to keep him on a straight positive path, because he had it quite difficult, He didn't have a relationship with his father, didn't see him in years, doesn't want to be associated with his father, so he'd actually also legally changed his name to his mother's name, which is kind of interesting, I suppose. But he'd always had it kind of difficult at home, etc. But I was like, damn, man. Like, I didn't say he shouldn't be chilling with these kids. Of course, it's his own choice. But I was kind of like surprised, like how I knew him from the one sweet guy to eventually becoming just a whole kind of different person. Like getting a tattoo, eventually getting nose piercing and shit. Like, god damn, this ain't the guy I used to know. And kind of getting like in dangerous position and dangerous acts. Like the guys sometimes would take a knife to school and stuff. I'm like, nah, this is weird, man. You can't just be pulling a goddamn knife out of class and say you're going to hurt yourself, man. You can't just be saying those kind of things. It's just crazy, man. And also because he was just getting very demotivated and didn't want to go work on homework when we had subjects. And I was like, okay, I just unfortunately can't see myself keeping up with this. I just can't. I just couldn't see myself keeping up with him, because it was just such a waste of the time that I'd spent with him. He was very cool until he met these two guys. And they had quite a bad influence on him, I mean, don't get me wrong, they were both very, very cool, chill guys. Eventually I was in one of the classes with the guy, very, very chill, very cool, chill guy, one-on-one, in a group, very enjoyable, laughing. That's when I got to feel really comfortable more about him, because you get to know him more. But they were kind of a bad influence on him. Obviously, he could have made the choice to not get influenced by them, but he kind of did, He thought it was very cool, and to an eventual point, he kind of, I guess he had kind of a depression, I don't know, but he was quite sad a lot of the times in class. Didn't get his homework done, didn't do any of it, to be quite fair, and often got sent home, and often would cut himself. He'd actually show me his cuts in his wrist and his arm. I was like, what the hell, dude? Don't get me wrong, I was willing to help him, but I'd helped him so often. I was like, I just can't do this for myself. I've got to focus on my school and on my YouTube, and I can't be keeping up with this kind of weird stuff. Because we just all knew in class after a while was just kind of just attention begging. It was all just kind of for attention after a while, because in the beginning we took it very serious, because we didn't know if it was real or not, right? So a lot of us took it serious, because especially I did as his best friend. I took it quite serious, But after a while, I was like, I just can't keep up with this. This is just getting out of goddamn hands, man. I can't keep it up with this crap. And after a while, I just kind of broke up contact with him on WhatsApp and on in school as well. Obviously, sometimes we just go on and talk, but I just couldn't keep up with it, because it was just putting me down very much as well. But I've got no clue how he's doing right now. I've really got no clue, but he kind of lives close. I guess he lives quite close to me, 10, 15 minutes away from me. I've got no clue if he still lives in Rotterdam as I do, but I've got no clue, man. I hope you guys are doing well, because the last time I'd spoken to him was, I think, Jesus, man. I don't actually remember. Like, for real. I've got no actual clue when the last time I spoke to him. I've forgot his phone number. God, I've got no clue, but I don't really, no offense, but I've got no interest in keeping contact with him or getting in contact with him, because of the fact that I've ditched quite a lot of people from school, because I just continue with my life, and I just, to be quite fair, don't want to talk to people that never want to go do something with you. They always feel comfortable and lazy enough to be saying hey to you through WhatsApp. God, them say hi to me in real life. What's up with the lazy stuff? Come on, we can meet up. Don't be shy, for God's sakes. You've known me for quite long. Just meet up with me, man. Don't be weird now. I've got a lot of people blocked. Fucking a lot of people from my class blocked, because I just don't consider them friends, because I just don't want friends. I don't need friends. They disappoint me. That stupid meme. It's so weird, man. I don't need friends. They disappoint me. Very, very strange, but that guy was a very nice kid, don't get me wrong, but he was just quite a bad influence, man. And other stuff, which I just can't discuss, but he was very nice, he was very sweet, and to be quite fair, he was actually someone I thought it was quite nice. He was a nice guy. I didn't find him attractive, but I felt very comfortable and really just kind of close to him as a friend, you know. Not more than friends, but just kind of as friends. Sometimes I do think, like, I'm kind of hoping he's doing well, because he's been through a lot of stuff in his life, and he was quite scared coming out to me, because he had no actual clue how I would react. He actually thought that I would get pissed off. I said, nah, get out of here, my guy. Come on, I won't get pissed. You've got to be kidding me. If I just don't get why you even think like that. That kind of hurt me. Like, damn, I'm your best friend, my guy. You shouldn't be expecting that from me. I'm a good guy. I don't care what you like, man. You've got your own thing going, and I've got my thing going. I respect your decision regardless, because you're my best friend. And he kept it kind of private. He kept it very, very on the low, because he had only taught a couple of people in class. You know, obviously he just couldn't stop, but he had to tell the teacher and a couple of other kids. And we, quite honestly, gonna be very honest with you guys, we had promised to not tell anyone outside of class, because he just didn't feel comfortable. Because regardless of society accepting, gay people nowadays, bisexuals, etc., you've got a lot of people that also just look pretty bad on it, and actually go and hurt those people mentally and physically, because they just think it's funny, because it's just something different, I suppose. It's kind of sad, but we kept it on low. I'm quite aware that some teachers knew he was bisexual at a eventual point, because he just, I don't know, flirted a lot with the guys and stuff, and the females. Especially with my goddamn ex-girlfriend. Holy crap, man. The amount of times he was touching her. It's very, very crazy. And that was cool, though. They had a very good bond. Like, I didn't mind. I wasn't jealous. Even though she was my ex, that's very cool. Don't have contact with her as well anymore. But, hey, I've got a lot of people that I don't get contact with anymore, because they just are fake, man. They don't ever hit me up how I'm doing. They only hit me up when I say I got a goddamn new... They only hit me up when I've said on my story I got a house. I bought a house. I bought this and that. That's the only time I've got messages from them. Oh, congratulations. Yeah, I don't need your congratulations. Thank you very much for the fake love. You don't ever hit me up if I say... I always have to be the one guy who starts the conversation. I swear to God, it's always me starting up conversations with people. They never actually hit me up. But hey, you've got to just know where your place is in society, I suppose. You've got to know who your real true friends are. But yeah, I'm going to end this video, and I support him till this day. I've got no clue if the guy's just even alive. I've really got no clue. He may not be alive. I really got no clue, but I hope he is, and I just hope he's doing very well, because he didn't get his diploma at school as I did. So I've actually got no clue when I last time I saw the guy in real life. I actually saw his mom a couple of days ago. She's lost quite a lot of weight. She's lost a lot of weight, which is very, very good, man. I think I saw her 2-3 days ago at the gym. I've really got no clue, but it was definitely this week, or kind of like last week. But yeah, I've really got no clue how he's doing, and I just honestly don't want to get in contact with him, because I just don't want to get in contact with anyone from the past. I just want to go into the future and just go and do my own thing. Yeah, some of you are going to say, you're just selfish. Well, maybe I'm just smart, and that's how I've survived to this day, and I've got a very good, happy life. Because I just don't stick to the past. I go into the future, I look at the future, go into it, and forget that the past just even existed. But yeah, I broke up contact with him because just of all the things he was doing, and I was like, I just can't put myself into this. I've just got to focus on school, and that's the kind of thing I did as well. But yeah, I'm gonna end this video. Thank you so much for watching this video, and yeah, see you on the next one. Hey, peace out. Got an ASMR video coming out later. Stay tuned, man. Hey, love you.